It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the reigning NFC champs and the Saints, and it comes your way next.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Super Bowl. Of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston. And they'll begin by running the option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jameis to throw it. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again. I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it. And opening drive sack. Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, it's Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels. First down, Murray. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there. What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon. Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play fake. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Winston. And this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Winston. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Here's more on the return. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give them a good 10 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Murray from midfield. He will find his man Chase, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jamar Chase, 50 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Michael Thomas. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 carries, 54 yards. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Murray now. He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The Cardinals sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and that will be 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over them.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming up, just step ahead of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or 2.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, Kamara. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Saints first down.
Here's Kamara on the read option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. And that is incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. Murray now on 1st down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Cardinals. Saquon Barkley, 68 yards. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Winston. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Winston. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Returning it is Moore. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To throw is Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. The second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scooped.
Murray fighting. Lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first and 10, Winston. And incomplete on the deep ball. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Winston's throw pulled in here by Powell. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with a visiting Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 41. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
It reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. On play action, it's Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Murray now to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints 2-yard line.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Cards will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. First down, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Winston. And he's got this one to Henderson. It's caught. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jameis to throw it. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
3rd and goal, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Brandon Powell from 6 yards away. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's going to air one out. Touchdown, Cardinals. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Saints again ready to go on offense. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. A 1st down throw for Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Jameis now on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. To the air again with Winston. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the red zone now, Winston. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Rashard Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. After the sack on 1st down, Winston, this is caught. And he's brought down. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
That's good for a save.
Winston. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On 3rd down, Winston. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They begin with a run by Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Well, with Saquon Barkley, you often think of the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the 4th quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Murray now. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock.